Welcome back, everyone. We're still with Hope and the Truth. I have surprise guests today. Normally, I do the news with the initial guest. Today, I'm going to do it with our surprise guests. If you watched the show and you remember last week, I had on Rochelle Baltimore, founder of Dream in Motion, and today we have on the young entrepreneurs from Dream in Motion. Guys, welcome to the show.
Hello!
Since there's 4 of you, I'm going to go through each one and tell me your name and your business. Is that okay?
Yes.
Let's start with you.
So my name is Nisa, and I'm an 8-year-old jewelry designer and artist.
How long have you been doing that for, Nisa?
I've been doing this for about
3 years.
3 years.
3 years? Wow. When did you get your LLC?
LLC.
Your business license?
I got that when I was 5.
5. Okay, that's great.
Well, my name is Kyler Baltimore, and
Hi,
I am a 12-year-old fashion designer, model, and stylist. And I've been doing this since I was about 9 years old.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Very nice.
I'm Ayana Baltimore, her older sister.
Okay.
And I am the CEO of Nice Art, which is my publishing company. I'm also an artist. I'm also the senior editor-in-chief of Creating Genius magazine, as well as an illustrator, filmmaker, director, producer, and storyboard writer.
You guys do more than me. I think that's fantastic. And at the end, taller than all of us.
Well, I'm supposed to be the second smallest, but I'm taller. Yay for one! So, hi, my name is Alex. I am a 10-year-old. I was about to say 8. 10-year-old CEO of Alex's Toolbox, which develops games, houses, computers, and more. And I also speak.
That's fantastic.
He's a transformational speaker. There we go.
You guys are fantastic. So let's talk about each of your businesses. Can we do that?
Yes.
Let's start with your business, Nisa. Tell me all about your business, anything you'd like to share with the general public about. What motivated you to get started?
Well, what motivated me to get started was Dream in Motion.
Okay.
And also my story of when I got it, or when I wanted to start doing it,
Yes.
was when me and my family were just walking down a sidewalk, and I saw a whole bunch of stores, and some of them were jewelry stores. I saw the jewelry in them, and they were beautiful. I love the diamonds
Mm-hmm.
and the crystals and all
Yeah.
of those. So I wanted to make some. And then later on, we met the wonderful
Rochelle.
That's okay.
Rochelle
Yes.
Baltimore. And she asked me if I wanted to make jewelry for the rest of my life. And I said yes.
How many pieces have you made, do you think, so far? How much stuff have you made so far, if you can remember? You're not sure? It's that much stuff? Wow. That's amazing to be so young and be a
I
designer.
just have a box full of jewelry.
Yeah. So when you look at stuff, what gives you your motivation? When you're just designing something, like what comes into your head that kind of motivates you as you're creating a new piece?
I just think of design.
It just comes into your head.
I think that are doable.
Yeah?
To make.
Do you see the finished product, or you see it piece by piece as you're making it?
I'm not quite sure.
That's okay. Meaning when you're creating something, do you see the finished product before you make it, or does it come piece by piece and you just kind of finish it as it goes?
Piece by piece.
Piece by piece. That's how I work too. Let's talk about some fashion design?
Well, I mainly started my business, of course, because of Dream Emotion. They're really the whole reason why any of us really started. But my story is I didn't, when I was little, I always would look in the magazines, and I would always see a lot of the models and people wearing more risque clothing, and it's just, I thought that as young ladies and stuff, we don't need to just show all of skin just to look fashionable or be classified as fashion. So I wanted to make more clothing that was covered, but at the same time it was stylish and edgy and everyone could feel confident when they wear it. So that's really the whole reason. And then my other kind of second reason is because since when I was little, I was always literally a stick. Not every time my mom would take me and my sister shopping, I could never fit anything. So it was so I wanted to make my own clothes so that I can, of course, wear them.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
You can fit into stuff. I have the same. I go shopping. I'm like a doll. They don't make anything. I can't buy anything. They have to customize it. That's strange.
Yeah. So
How much stuff have you designed so far, do you think, if you can remember?
I have no idea. I've done several lines that have about 15 pieces in them.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't really know the exact amount, but I have sketched 400 designs.
That's amazing. Would you classify your style, or it's pretty much just as you're inspired, you create?
Yeah, I can really get inspiration from anything. I can get inspiration from literally looking at a tree and
Really?
I can design a line from it.
And the same question for you. Do you find that your creativity, do you see your finished design, or do you see it piece by piece?
I see my finished design, literally
Interesting.
going down a runway.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh, I love that stuff. Creativity. Publisher, let's go.
Oh, okay. So for me, it really started from personal experiences, as well as when Dream Emotion really helped me take the first step to making it come true. I was bullied when I was little, and one of the things I liked to do when I was little, I would write plays that me and my sister would put on inside the closet for our mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would also be the time when she went and stole my mom's shoes. And so writing has always been a big part of my life. And of course drawing, I would always stick a pencil in my hair and sketch pad with me everywhere I go.
Okay.
And then that really took off when I was introduced to anime, which is basically a Japanese cartoon. So I fell in love with that, couldn't stop, even though I was drawing these giant eggheads.
Now, have you gone to Comic-Con? Have you gone to some of these
I've
events?
actually gone to Sabacon.
Okay.
Sabacon.
Yes.
What is Sabacon? Tell me. 'cause
So
I'm not familiar with that one.
Sabacon is more technology based, but they do have a part of it where it is towards anime, and people come and they cosplay.
Okay.
We walked around several times. We met all the Akatsuki members.
Really? Very nice.
I was Mario at the time.
And did you guys all get dressed up for this?
Yes.
What were you?
Yes. I was Alice in Wonderland.
I was a leopard.
I was my own OC original character that I created from a anime called Hunter x Hunter.
Your guys' creativity is amazing, and I know about you, Mario. With inspiration, what do you normally pull inspiration from? Does it just come to you? You find that certain
So-
things inspire you?
The main inspiration is from my experience where I wanted to, because I would always escape to a fantasy world whenever the problems became hard for me. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really care what they said, but what just hurt me was the fact that I didn't really have anyone supporting me that was around my age, because they were all on me
Yeah.
about being different in myself. So my inspiration really comes from that and the fact that I want to show what the world is, but in a fantasy point of view.
Do you have a goal from, I'm not going to say a year from now. How about a few months from now? What's your goal as you continue to
A few
work?
months now. Well, actually, it would be the end of next month. I will have my first actual manga book published.
Congratulations. Look at this. We got book publishers on the stage. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and from the Dream Emotion, we've done boot camps to where I actually wrote a What's Your Dream series, step-by-step process of how to build your business from the boot camp steps themselves that have already been published.
Wow.
Of course, I'm revamping them, so they're going to be even better.
Well, no, I wouldn't expect anything less. Mario, let's talk about the company. What's going on over there?
So,
Tell me about what inspired you to create your company.
what inspired me? So, of course, my auntie asked me to, of course, go into business? And of course I said yes. But the thing that really got me into it was when we were driving with my mom, and I saw these people on the street, and I asked my mom why are they on the streets, and then so my mom explained that they were homeless. So then I did actually wanted to do something for them, and then when Santi told me, do you want to have a business, and of course, as all four of us said, yes. So, and then one of the things that I first started was the Homeless Living Initiative, where I developed tiny houses for the homeless.
That's amazing. How many houses have you developed?
I haven't built any, but I...
Just designing.
Let's say like over 50.
Really? How do your houses, do you see that improving the homeless situation?
How do I see it improving?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can have less people homeless.
What makes your houses different, the way you design them?
For my tiny houses,
Mm-hmm.
What way do I make them different? I like putting, I would say, because I actually have wanted to do this before, different techniques from different places into like one place or many of the tiny houses.
Wow.
So technically many techniques into one thing.
Yeah,
I like-
and the way he does it,
Yes.
it makes it so there's so much more room that it could basically also be a mini storage.
So it's making the best use of space.
Yes.
And we have
Tiny
limited
houses
space.
actually do a lot of that.
You really?
Yes.
I'd like to see some of these tiny houses, I'm telling you. I think it's amazing that you guys are doing great stuff. You're helping the community. You're all inspired. You're motivated. What are some future plans that you'd have for your businesses? Where would you like to see your business?
For mine, I would like to see mine like really more out there and selling a lot of my jewelry, because I want to get most of my jewelry out there, and one of my goals is to make a lot of jewelry to where I use all of my materials and sell all of my jewelry.
Now, do you have a website?
Yes.
What is your website?
My website is called Jewels by Nisa.
Could you spell that? And we're going to put the link just so everyone can see all of the different businesses you guys have. So tell me that one more time.
It's called Jewels by Nisa, and it's spelled JEWELSBYNISSA.
.com?
Yes.
.com. Where can we find your work?
Well, you can find my work at kyanarefine.com, and that's spelled Kyahana Refine.
I've heard some maybe celebrities are looking at your designs. I know you can't give any names, but I've heard some people are starting to take notice, and they're like, you want to buy some stuff, jewelry, design?
Yep.
How about your publications? Because you have a book coming out? How can people get
Well-
access to this?
Besides Lulu.com and Amazon, there's also my website, which is nyasart.com, which is NYAHSART.
I just like the Amazon, you're just busting it out. And so at the end, how can people see tiny houses or all of your projects? How can we get access to your stuff? Do you have a website?
Yes. Alex's Toolbox, which is called ALEXSXS. Sometimes people get mixed up with the two letters. TOOLbox.com. Though all four of our websites are still in progress.
That's okay. See, Alex is actually the young man that I mentioned last week on the show that set me straight what the organization was about when we ran into each other. Do you remember that? At the salon event, you're like, come with me and I'll tell you all about the organization. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know what was going on here. Now, normally this part, I do news you may have not heard about. Would you guys like to stay and do the news with me?
Yes.
Okay, here's the story. It's an interesting story. I'm going to let you guys weigh in on it after I tell it. So, we're going to call this story Heart of Man, okay? A little proverb 23-7, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. That is Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7. There is compelling evidence to suggest that the physical heart is coupled to a field of information not bound by classical limits of space and time. There was actually a study done on this. This evidence comes from a rigorous experimental study that demonstrating the heart receives and processes information about a future event before the brain ever has access to it. So a lot of times people think, and what we've been told is that the brain gets information and tells the rest of the body how it works. It's the heart, and we're going to get into this. So here's the study. I'm going to tell you guys the study. Using randomly selected, emotionally arousing or common photographs, and the photographs were either something like sunshine or serpents or car accidents, they added measures of brain response, which they used in EEG. And then the heart rhythm activity, which was an ECG. And they found the heart and brain received pre-stimulus information before the body, meaning there's almost like a metaphysical thing that's going on. In fact, the pre-stimulus information happened 4 to 5 seconds before the pictures were randomly selected. And the heart received it 1.5 seconds prior to the brain. So pretty much that in English means this. People were showed photographs. They were hooked up to a machine, their brain and their heart, and they were monitored. And the picture would come on the screen. Now here's the fascinating thing. Before the picture came on the screen, the body processed it. The body knew what the picture was before the visual aid ever saw this. So, what do you guys think about that?
Oh my god.
That sounds cool, but I mean, I always thought it was the brain that knew everything.
I know. It shows really how little we know about how the body works. Yes?
I always believed it was the heart because I watched too many Disney movies.
That's what, well, Disney will put you in one direction, that's for sure.
One Direction.
What the doctors feel who did the study, this was a scientific actual study, they feel that the heart is a bio receptor for feedback. I have different things on this. This shows me two things. Number one, God dwells within our heart. They can't explain this because it shows a metaphysical reaction to something, meaning your heart processes an image before it's ever shown, gives the information to your brain then physiologically tells the rest of your body what's about to happen. This kind of goes against everything that people have been told their whole life. So it also shows how little we know about the body. See, we think we know one thing, and then something else gets uncovered. Isn't that funny? I like how stuff happens like this.
Yeah.
How can we say anything is impossible? Because we don't even know what's possible at this point. So I'm going to leave you guys with Scripture. And I want to thank you guys for coming to this show. Did you have fun? Because I had fun having you. Kidding me? You guys got to come back again. We're going to do a whole study with this. So, Ephesians chapter 3, verse 17. That Christ may dwell in your hearts by faith, that ye, being rooted and grounded in love, may be strengthened to comprehend with all the saints what is breadth and length and height and depth, and to know Christ's love which surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled with all the fullness of God. Thank you guys so much for coming by. We'll see you next time on Hope and the Truth. I'm Lance Parvin.
Bye.
See you later.
And for 1 minute, you guys just